Rockstar Games gets all the praise for its flagship title, Grand Theft Auto, but is it possible the developer is hiding behind the GTA cash cow? It's tough not to like GTA. It's hands down one of the best games in the last few decades, but it's also a big part of why Rockstar is the way it is. Since the release of the very first GTA in 1997, a lot has changed. The game developer has undergone so many controversies that it's now difficult to keep count. But some of them continue to bother the gamers who grew up playing Rockstar titles. First things first, Rockstar is most likely the only gaming company that refuses to learn from its mistakes. From being in the headlines for real-life crimes inspired by the game, to controversial mods, Rockstar has had many chances to manage its public image. However, it seems the cases continue to pile on top of each other. It makes you wonder if Rockstar intentionally feeds off bad press. To be honest, it might actually be true. The foundation of the first GTA game was based on controversy and bad press, and this isn't a mere rumor. In 1997, when a small game company called DMA Design was pushing its first racing title, it reached out to controversial publicist Max Clifford to enhance their marketing capabilities. At that time, Clifford had a notorious reputation in the media and was later convicted of multiple offenses before he passed away in 2017. This was the man who'd encouraged Rockstar to market violence in the first GTA title. According to one of the original GTA creators, David Jones, Clifford planted provocative stories to the press in order to cause hype around the upcoming title. He designed all the outcry, which pretty much guaranteed media publications would get involved. He'd do anything to keep the profile high. This was back in 1997, but for some reason, the bad press would follow GTA well over a decade later. Violence had become a permanent part of Rockstar's brand, remaining a consistent theme in pretty much all future titles. Fast forward to 2004, GTA San Andreas found itself in controversy yet again. GTA San Andreas will always be tied to the infamous hot coffee controversy, where hackers uncovered a hidden sex scene that was thought to be deleted from the game. This led to a real-life drama for Rockstar's founders, Sam and Dan Houser, who got grilled by the Federal Trade Commission, a pretty intense detour from their usual game development adventures. Despite all that, Rockstar would continue to roll out games with content that generated negative press. Manhunt and Bully were both in the news for days, the former for having grotesque content, and the latter for a misleading game title. But let bygones be bygones. Even if fans somehow accept the controversial nature of Rockstar's marketing tactics, an article released in 2018 would reveal that the company's horrible culture isn't limited to marketing. Rockstar has been churning out one big title after another, but at what cost? The article for the New York Magazine, where Dan Houser gloated about the creation of Red Dead Redemption 2, opened a can of worms that exposed Rockstar as an exploitative company that overworks its employees to the point of company-wide burnout. Houser revealed that the employees had to work 100 hours a week to push Red Dead Redemption 2 in time. He admitted that he had probably made 70 revisions and suggestions, which were later revealed to be a complete overhaul of the cinematic scenes, where Houser wanted to add black bars for a cinematic scene. The problem was that the cuts were already done and ready to ship out. The employees weren't happy, and according to one of them, they said, "You can't just slap black bars on the cinematics we've already shot. You have to reframe the camera so that the cinematics flow in a particular way, and you're emphasizing what you weren't emphasizing initially with that shot." The noise around the burnout and crunch culture at Rockstar did have an impact. In 2022, it was revealed that the company has been working to change its frat boy culture from the ground up, but it involved a lot of resignations and firings. Will that change anything? We don't know yet because as GTA 6 release date nears, employees fear that Rockstar may return to overworking the developers. But again, these are the issues that don't necessarily concern an average player. That doesn't mean Rockstar has been truly sincere with its player base. GTA 5 has been out for over a decade now, and one can't help but wonder why Rockstar is not eager to continue the installment. The answer lies in the revenue generated from GTA 5 microtransactions. GTA has two main microtransactions, Shark Cards and GTA Plus subscriptions. According to numbers from 2019, Rockstar made over $500 million from Shark Cards alone. Now it's their game, and they deserve to make money for all the hard work they put into one of the greatest games of all time. But when do you draw a line between mere microtransactions and exploitation? In 2024, GTA has become somewhat pay-to-win. With weekly updates and new heists, loaded players can simply buy their way through the game. Need a car upgrade? No need to grind. Simply purchase the shark card, and you're good. To put it simply, purchasable money has messed up the economy in GTA. Initially, players could make a decent amount of money by partaking in races, death matches, heists, and simple player versus environment missions, and spend it on fancy cars. Now, the jobs in GTA Online have stayed the same, but the reward rates have not kept pace with the ongoing inflation of prices. To balance that out, players feel compelled to either buy subscriptions or purchase shark cards. Due to this, buying money feels more like a necessity than an option. This obviously doesn't stop a regular free-to-play player from playing their own game and progressing, but playing against rich players in online modes is a pain. Not to mention, the free-to-play grind is extremely slow, and at some point, GTA starts to feel a tad unfair. But again, microtransactions are acceptable as long as they don't give you a competitive advantage. Take Red Dead Redemption, aka RDR, for example. Another Rockstar title that was a major hit among the players but got abandoned. Now, the developer didn't reveal any reason behind its refusal to roll significant updates for Red Dead, but it's safe to assume that this particular title didn't warrant long-term money for Rockstar. Red Dead Redemption has microtransactions, but you can't really buy your way to the top. You can spice up your player outfit and the ride, but the grind, that has to be the same for all. This is one of the many reasons Rockstar has gained a bad reputation among a wider player base. There's no reason for Rockstar to abandon other games and completely focus most of its efforts into GTA 6, considering their income and revenue. In 2022, Rockstar confirmed that Red Dead 2 is no longer a priority on their list, putting it on the back burner indefinitely. Why did Rockstar do this? Here's what the official statement says. Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations, and for this next entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online. This message is clear advice for players to expect less from Red Dead 2. In the sea of pay to win AAA titles, Red Dead 2 was one of the few that players truly resonated with. Not to mention, it was one of the few Rockstar titles that actually prioritized single-player over multiplayer. Red Dead 2 isn't the only game Rockstar canceled to focus more on its cash cow. According to leaked data, the sequel to Bully was also under development, but Rockstar also canceled that to focus on GTA Online. This leak was followed by a report that Rockstar is also cutting down 4% of the workforce to reduce costs. We are talking about a company that has made $8.5 billion from a single title and continues to grab more money via microtransactions with both hands. If you assume the entire budget is assigned to provide a better gaming experience for GTA Online players, you would be correct, but don't worry. The game's single-player mode will get some love from Rockstar too. Make no mistake though, Rockstar will focus a large amount of its resources on GTA Online, where it makes most of its revenue from. Single-player is the only mode you can thoroughly enjoy without spending an insane amount of money. But be warned, you may fall asleep after a few hours of gaming. Story mode feels like a downgrade compared to GTA San Andreas in terms of single-player activities. After a few missions, you may find yourself playing tennis for days. Conversely, online mode will receive dynamic weekly updates, providing a convenient excuse for Rockstar to earn more money. Unfortunately, this trend of money milking may not only continue in GTA 6, but it may be way worse. When GTA 6 was announced, fans anticipated a price hike from the $70 that Rockstar charged for its previous AAA titles. However, fans' apprehensions were justified when Rockstar hiked the GTA Plus subscription from $6 per month to $8 per month across PlayStation and Xbox platforms. This has led many to believe that GTA 6 may surpass all Rockstar titles in terms of pricing. This was confirmed in May when Take-Two's CEO, Strauss Zelnick, suggested that the price would be adjusted. According to the CEO, GTA 6 will have more content, meaning they'll have to establish a price point. That at least confirms that $70 won't be the starting price for GTA 6. With microtransactions being the biggest seller among Rockstar titles, GTA 6 is sure to include those as well. However, it doesn't seem like Rockstar will be moving from its old ways. All we can do is hope that the GTA 6 gameplay makes up for terrible company practices.